And now, the worst streamer on the internet, Battery H.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Battery. We're mustering in this morning, and it's a rainy morning outside, as you can see. Remember last time we stopped here at the truck dealership to do a little repair work and all that wonderful stuff. And we've got back outside, and it's of course started to pour. So we'll get moving here in just a moment. While I take a look at some things here, let me say first of all, welcome everyone. Thank you, Magellan73, for your host already this morning. And look at that, the rain's gonna lighten up. Oh, isn't that nice? Just in time for us to get started. We are doing today's stream is day 31. Day 31, I think. Day 32. Day 32 of Extra Life. The 100 days of gaming, it'll come around here and I'll be able to remember again. Day 32, that's right, day 32 of the 100 days of gaming, supporting Extra Life. Extra Life is an organization that raises money for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So we're going to get some gas here first this morning, I think. We are raising money here for Children's Hospital of New Orleans. And if you care to make a donation, simply type in !Extra Life. Or if you're watching this on YouTube later, and welcome to all of you people as well, simply look at the links below, and that'll tell you right where to go. The web page that you'll get is my campaign web page. It'll tell you a little bit more about me, some of the neat little perks I'm offering to folks that are donating, because I like to do that kind of thing. And there's a button there entitled Support Me. And simply click on that. It'll take your donation on credit card or PayPal. It's 100% safe. I should say it's 100% secure. And 100% of the money goes directly to helping the kids. None of it goes towards those wonderful things like staff parties or administrator salaries. No, we don't do any of that. It all goes towards helping the kids, whether it be funding treatment for kids that can't otherwise get it, researching new treatments and procedures, buying new equipment, basically anything the hospital needs that directly relates to helping out the kids. That's where the money goes. Me and tens of thousands of other Extra Lifers will be getting together on November 5th. That'd be day 101, and doing a 25-hour marathon. So I hope you'll join me then from 8 in the morning to 8 in the morning. How did that get 25 hours, you say? Well, that's the day daylight savings time ends. So that's 8:30 a.m. Central Time on my channel. And I hope everybody's having a good day. We're trying to reach $1,037. As you can see up there, our total to date is $615. We've raised 90 of that in the month of August. At $650, I'll be doing a game giveaway along with a piece of DLC to go with the game because... Oh. Yep, the drivers actually act like real drivers, all right. Idiots all. You can see I added a new mod for this week. The old mirrors tended to block these ones are a little bit smaller, and they're right in the upper right-hand corner and upper left-hand corner if I were to push in the left one. Those came on the Steam catalog, so we'll make the turn in here. and top this bad boy off. Okay. While we do that here quick, I'm going to blow up the screen for the big trips here. Actually, should have just left that over there. Okay, we've got that. Let's take a look at what jobs are available. That's really what I wanted to do. So let's see what's going on in the freight market today. So where can we go? We've got chems, and that offer expires soon. So that's a 5-hour trip. It's probably going to be right at the edge of our ability to get there and get it in. That's a 15-hour trip, so we could certainly make that. Cars, Bakersfield, the whole. They take them all that way to put them on a train, right? Tractor back up to the winery. More cars to the port of Oakland. That's 5 hours, 40 minutes. Again, that's probably tight, but doable. Take a fragile delivery of tableware and glass stuff from the railhead here, which is, again, way up north. Man, not all to El Centro. Now that's interesting. That I think we could manage to do. Fertilizer. It's not a glorious load. It doesn't pay fortunes, but it'll take us to El Centro where we haven't been yet. I like that. All right, let's pop back in the cab. And let's go move some fertilizer. Oh, must be that time of year. This is a load we... Asimov! Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, folks, this is a load of fertilizer is great because, you know, I've always wanted to say that's a load of crap. Now I can and mean it. Ah, shit. Sorry about this, folks. That's what happens when you're clumsy like myself. Let's go ahead and make the turn. At least we'll get there, right? Maybe. Okay, there we go. Yep, sometimes, folks, the days just kind of, and the mice just get away from you. This is good because this will help us pick up another point, too, towards our, I don't know if they're going to implement a 100% driven achievement here in this game or not, but whoa, man. Okay, here we go. So we're looking at taking fertilizer from Bakersfield to El Centro. That looks like a fun trip. So how is everyone's day today is the question as we work on this Sunday morning for me, Sunday afternoon for others. Line them up perfectly, folks. That's just the way to do it. That's just how we roll. Let's take a look at the map here. See if there's a decent place for us to snooze along the way. I think so. I think right here at this first way station just outside of Barstow, we'll be able to catch a nap even though we've got 5 hours. Yeah, trying to make it down to here. There is a sleepy place over here. I guess we could try to make it in there. We'll see. We'll see how we're doing when we get to the Oh my goodness. I gotta do it. And he knows what's coming because he's a good man. Oh. Don't often get to do this while I'm driving. That is so much better than the blast of this thing. And its tinny little sound. Am I using the steering wheel mudslinger? Actually, I have an Xbox controller is what I use. I do not have the G27. So it makes it a little more challenging, a little more jerky, but that sort of things. Again, special thanks to Martin Linkskog for the $15 donation. The Extra Life total up there should pick up and update itself here in a minute or two to 620. If it doesn't by the time we reach our destination, I'll have to manually go in and kick it in the butt. Remember, folks, that'll get us to 6:30, so at 6:50 we will be doing a game giveaway. Oh. Well, thank you again very much. Your generosity is overwhelming. Again, my friend. I'm just hoping we won't be using that money for flood relief. Mudslinger 7501, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the battery and mustering in. May I give you a piece of advice? It's totally unrelated to this. Always let the Wookiee win. It's easier to drive a truck when you have both your arms attached. Oh my goodness. I'm liking this other mod that moves the moves those mirror inserts up into the corners. I'm gonna probably sample and try for next week the mod that will take my display panel here and run it across the bottom. But I'm kind of waiting to see if 1.4 drops, because if it does, God, I hate this corner. Because if 1.4 drops, it may break a lot of the mods. Hey, Jedi! He's not the only one. You saw other people. Well, thank you, Mudslinger. Yeah, no, I am certainly not the only one. Let me just say that we have a number of streamers, but the people raising money, last year we had somewhere in the neighborhood of 53,000 people. So yeah, I am far from the only one who does this. Yeah, you know what? I think we can make it to the other rusty place, so we're gonna do that. Oh no, well cool. You know. Well, Mudslinger, where are you from? If you don't mind my asking. Because, you know, you'd be surprised. I think you'd be surprised at how many folks there are around you. And, you know, it's a lot of fun. We do what we do. I look at it this way. I'm older and wiser, and North Carolina, really excellent. Oh, I know that there's one of the Children's Miracle Network hospitals in Greensboro. I'm pretty sure that there's the Duke Hospital one is involved. So that sort of stuff. Actually, one of my friends through Extra Life, and she goes by the screen name The Fried Rice-A-Roni. She streams for the hospital in Greensboro, near Greensboro. Yep, and there goes the yawning. Does she stream often? Her stream name is The Fried Rice-A-Roni. You know, I haven't seen Rice stream a whole lot lately. But she definitely does work with Extra Life, and I think she was doing some stuff this summer that had her kind of wrapped up. But yep, we are definitely raising money here for Children's Hospital of New Orleans. Okay, good. The total updated. So we're at 630. We hit that 650 mark. I will be giving away a Telltale game, and it's one of the big ones, folks. Yes, I know I'm getting tired. I know. I probably shouldn't have gone for this one, but when we get to sleep, I'll add a link. Okay. Give me just a couple secs. Yeah, this might have been a bit of a stretch. We're gonna hope we didn't crush our dreams here in our truck. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm probably gonna fall asleep on the way. I forgot that this was another one of those stupid ass, pardon my language, stupid dead stop turn onto 10. Believe me when I say no one wants to find a place to rest more than I do. But I got a truck in front of me and a whole crowd of people waiting to turn first. Because SCS is finally going to get around to actually implementing interchanges. Crying out loud, go, go, go. Yep, I'm gonna fall asleep on my way to my next stop. Probably gonna crash. You're gonna get to see it here first, folks. Wasn't that guardrail in the center, I would cut right over. Nobody get off, nobody get off, nobody get off, nobody get off. Everybody, no. Yeah, I know. Too many people getting off. Frack! Frack me. Come on, go. No, don't stop. Just keep going. Go. Ignore the stop sign. This is getting tight, folks. Okay, we're going to rest here just a second. Okay. Now for my buddy. I believe that is where you need to go. Let me take a quick look, make sure. Yep. That's the person in North Carolina that, and she plays a lot of Neverwinter and that sort of stuff, so you never know. That's for you, Mudslinger. Okay, we are good there. We have rested. We have 2 hours to make it. 4 hours to make it. Excellent. Well, thank you very much. Yep. Also, you know, another one of my streamers. They're good people. Just a reminder to everyone, on Saturday, coming up at the end of the week, we're doing a very special thing. I'm not doing my normal streams. I'll be streaming starting at 8:30 in the morning Central Time on Saturday like normal. And we're going to be streaming in support of a slightly different Extra Lifer. His name is Sean Rooney. And Sean has a very special story. His wife and his son Dominic. Saturday will be the 1-year anniversary of Dominic's passing to acute myeloid leukemia just before his 3rd birthday. The hospital that took care of them was the Alberta Children's Hospital. And Dominic's perseverance and incredible happiness continues to work wonders, not only through the Extra Life community, but for people in general. You know, a lot of support, and for a family that went through a lot. I'll be telling his story in a little bit when I go to take a break. I've got a special video for you. And Sean is a good friend, and the spirit of Dominic lives on. So we're going to be doing a very special Dominic Strong. We're going to be doing, I'm not sure what we're going to be playing just yet. Probably some Rocket League to start with, because I can play in hockey mode and I still don't completely suck at that. And since they are from Canada and Sean is a sports reporter, some sporting stuff may be in hand. Probably play a little more of Poker Night at the Inventory, just for laughs and giggles for a little while. Maybe some Civilization, probably some Prison Architect as well. So it'll be at least 6 hours of straight gaming. So a quarterthon, I guess you could call it. Now, Mudslinger, I sincerely hope you're going to come back on November 5th. I'll be doing a 25-hour live stream. So from 8 in the morning Central Time to 8 in the morning Central Time on the day that Daylight Savings Time goes away, so it will actually be 25 hours. Jeez, I can't see squat past these digits. Again, another reason why we need interchanges, people. It's got half of it. Most definitely nope. I'm trying to lean around to see around the guy. This will actually block my sight more. Go for it. Stop. Oh, you scumbag. Okay, there we go. Look at that. We managed to make it. Yes, yes, yes. I know he expects delivery. I'm right outside his gate. Tell him to open up his eyes. I bet I know where he wants it. Really? That's an unusual spot. Alright, let's see if we can hit it. Oh! Oh, I see now. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. That means this is a... Oh, good mother of God. Somehow this is only a 40, folks. this gigantic turd of a trailer in the way. Nothing I like better than making these blind turns, you know, blind pull-ins, you know what I mean? There we go, folks. Never let it said it can't be done. Just said sometimes it's not easy. Almost to level 10. Whew, that was ugly. Mr. Hobbs, thank you very much. Yeah, that was a pain in the butt of a 40 XP spot. I'll freely admit to that. Well, let's see. I could take frozen vegetables way up north, or I can grab that hay bale and run it over to Phoenix. You know what? We haven't done hay yet. We haven't done hay yet. Let's do that. Let's go up, grab the thing. It doesn't pay a whole lot to get into Phoenix, but Okay, remains 8 hours. It's going to be about a 3-hour trip. Another fine left turn into traffic on US 111 or on California 111, then across into Arizona, and then hey, look at that, Bushnell's is right outside of Phoenix. And again, it's another spot we haven't picked up yet, so that'd be a good thing. We'll do that, take a short break after we get this delivery made, and then we'll see about maybe taking a longer run. We still don't really have a time frame for the work by SCS to change the scale. I suspect they may be dropping another DLC at the same time, maybe Texas, maybe Oregon. So we shall see. Hey folks, thanks to Martin, we're only $20 away from another game giveaway. Well, let's see here. Oh yeah, you see a lot of buses rolling down 110. Now, what are you doing? Or do we not know? One thing I can count on these buses, if I start to make a move, they will pull out in front of me. Or into my side, better yet. Kidding me. Oh! This is nobody coming from the left, and oh, of course, here's the cop. Should always turn with the cop. I should know better. Everybody's gonna have to wait now. Oh yeah, no, I know they'll stop, but I try not to do it that way. Unless I'm really pressed for time. But most of the time, yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with the YouTuber and Twitch player Squirrel. He not only had his nose out, but he had a car try to drive underneath his trailer the other day. I said it was his Christmas vacation moment. There we go. So we'll see what 1.4 does. I'm kind of interested because I think that if it works that way, I'm going to have to learn how to mod the trailers then in the... Because if I can skin the trailers, I will get an EXTRALIFE skin for the trailer. Yeah, it wasn't one of the better moves. He was kind of upset. Cost him quite a bit of money because it was a fragile cargo. I like to say the guys that the AI they have in here drives like folks from Mississippi. So if you're from Mississippi, I'm sorry, but it's true. They come in two varieties of drivers, I say. The ones in front of you that are driving 20 and the ones behind you that are trying to drive 200. You'd cry. Yeah, this, see, look at that, an actual train featuring actual cars. Here comes the speed sensing helicopter over here. Almost there. Bobtail bully, you get your butt back in there. Okay, well, we delivered the fertilizer to make the hay. Now we're delivering the hay to make more fertilizer. Oh no. man. What is it today with blind locations for me? All right, we're going to try this. I am not going to promise hitting it. If it goes too long, I'm just going to say the heck with it. Oh, for crying out loud, it's blind and it's right next to 3 other trailers. Oh, these guys are so wonderful to me. Bless their hearts. Hey, Billy. Sir, we step outside of the truck. Take a look where we're at and how far we've got to go. Okay. We're close, folks. I think I just missed it. I think I just missed it. No, I'm awful damn close. Okay. Close enough for government work, which this isn't, but close enough. I'll take it. I'll take their incredibly generous box. Oh, Phoenix has hay. Hey, oh, I think we're gonna bump up that high value cargo, start making some more money with that. Whew. Okay. The next stop is to get some fuel. Are you kidding me? Of which there is none anywhere close by. How can there not be a single gas station anywhere within the immediate vicinity? That's 77 miles. And that's 74 miles. Okay, let's go get some fuel. Maybe put this guy to rest so we can do a nice long trip. I speak French. I did not speak French. No. I did not speak French when I took French in high school many years ago. Je ne parle français. Which is a handy bit of language to know. So sadly, I do not speak any French. Oh, for crying out loud, where did he come from? That's nice. That's nice. I needed more more banging beating on my truck. Apparently it didn't look crummy enough. I saw nothing coming from that side. The truck filler up. With 5 hours left, I know that gives me time, but if we're going to make a long trip, I guess I'm just going to take my break here. We'll take a brief rest. Okay, I'm going to take a real quick break, grab some more coffee. In the meantime, I'd like you to watch a special little bit for someone who means a lot to me. And like I said, the person we're going to be streaming for next Saturday, this coming Saturday, I should say now. Hang with me, everybody. Don't run off. Thanks, everybody, so far for coming out, and I'll be right back.
Imagine the world through the eyes of your child, a place full of giants and unreachable places. Now imagine a world if it were designed to fit them, a place where the giants come down to their level, and even the smallest detail is, well, smaller. A place where everything revolves around the kids and their health. Not only did we imagine such a place, we built it with the help of our design team, of course. Children's Hospital New Orleans, caring for every child as our own.
Through 2 years of fertility treatments. Nothing worked. We had 2 miscarriages and we weren't able to conceive. We were ecstatic when we finally got pregnant. Every time we went to the doctor, I kept asking her, "So I'm still pregnant?" And she goes, "Yeah, you're still pregnant." My husband would just roll his eyes because he knew I was pregnant by the way I was acting, probably. Dominic was our miracle. He was our everything, and he was an amazing baby. It was great. Everything was fine and wonderful, and then just before his 11th month birthday, he just got acting a little weird and just wasn't really quite himself, and he was just off. And I take him to the local pediatrician, and he spends about 2 minutes looking at Dominic, leaves the room, comes back about 10 minutes later, and says, "Well, I've called the Alberta Children's Hospital in Calgary. The ER is expecting you guys to be there." We're like, okay, like, what is going on? We spent 8 hours in the ER, and then when they came in and told us, you just collapse. It's the worst possible day of your life. Dominic was diagnosed on September 12th, 2013. Diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia.
Cancer sucks. When we had Dominic, we never envisioned him ever needing to go to a children's hospital. The care that we got at the Alberta Children's Hospital was second to none. We couldn't have asked any more. Whether it was medically, whether it was psychologically, treating us with respect and including us in the decisions. Just the amount of joy on his face as he went through those hallways, and seeing him chase down the cleaning staff in the hallways and follow him on their floor waxers in his little walker.
He was never scared of the hospital. There you go. I was always telling him, oh, we're gonna go see, Ellen and Dr. Trong. He'd be all like, okay, let's go. We were gonna do 4 rounds of chemotherapy.
There was so many months where he was stuck in isolation in those hospital rooms. We found out that there was a music therapist who would come in once a week, and that music was so good for him. Dom always loved music, and we always, had music playing for him in the house. He had that time to forget where he was, and for us to forget where he was.
Wheels on a bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day.
Whenever we put on music, we'd have to have a dance party. The boy wanted to dance. So when it came time to do serious medical procedures, like his bone marrow transplant, I think is the best example. It's a scary moment for any parent. All we could think of was, we should really dance. He took both of the nurse's hands in our hands, and we all danced for a while.
Woohoo! Yeah, good boy.
We had 2 months at home. We went to Calgary regularly, weekly, for appointments still. But 5 out of the 7 days a week, we were at home, which was the first time we'd really been home since he was diagnosed.
Oh no, man down.
He was nonverbal.
We used sign language to find out things that he wanted, and one of them was a thumbs up.
And so one of them became thumbs up because it was just, okay, are you doing okay?
I'd be like, Dom, are you okay? And he'd give me a thumbs up. I'd be like, okay, you're good.
That thumbs up really became his trademark. He wouldn't eat, and so it was a big deal then, the few times that he would actually go back to trying to start to eat some solid foods. He started eating, and all I could think of was, wow, this is the perfect time to play Eat It by Weird Al Yankovic. When my Aunt Mary Catherine came back from Disneyland with a marching band mace that really was a lightsaber in disguise, I couldn't help myself but put on the Darth Vader music and, have him dance around with it.
Monkey Daddy! We were at 100% donor. Everything was great. Everything was perfect, just the way it was supposed to be in June. And then in August, we found out that his system is stronger than the donor's was. Everything was for naught, and that our bone marrow transplant had failed. And that was very, very devastating. Like I said, that was the only known treatment for his type of cancer that he had. My husband and I sat there crying. We gave ourselves a couple minutes, and then we looked at our doctor and our nurse. We said, okay, now what? What's the next step? There has to be a next step.
Throw it. Yeah, way to go, Dominic.
We tried just giving him boosts of the bone marrow from the donor and hoping that maybe it will fight. We spent a lot more time in the hospital because we were trying different treatments and such. December 24th, the doctors came and told us that Dominic was terminal. That there was nothing left.
They basically said, go home, enjoy what time you've got. We think you've only got a few weeks.
There's more wrapping paper.
More wrapping paper.
I signed him up for swimming lessons. And I signed him up for gymnastics lessons. All the little things you don't think about that he couldn't do for 2 years. Smile at the camera. We finally got approved for a wish trip. We got to go to Orlando, Florida, go to Disney World, which is what every little kid would want to do. So it was all set up for us to go in to the oncology unit at the Arnold Palmer Hospital.
When we were in Orlando for those 3 days at the end, they brought in a music therapist, and it was a little bit of home. There was that same sort of music therapy program at a hospital thousands of miles away. It sort of helped bring everything together. And we got to Disney World for a grand total of 2 hours. And the last ride that he did was the Buzz Lightyear ride, which is essentially a video game ride, which with Extra Life is very appropriate. We thought that we'd go to Universal the next day, but instead of going to Universal, we woke up and he wasn't breathing right, and that was the beginning of the end. So suddenly we were calling an ambulance, and suddenly he was turning blue, and I was in the ambulance with him. And Trish had to go and get something from the car, and he was just going downhill real quick. I told him, you gotta wait for Mommy. The way I found out about Extra Life was through a friend of ours whose brother had participated in Extra Life, and as soon as I looked into it and saw what it was like, wow, this is perfect. I love video games. Here I am at the hospital. We want to give back to the hospital. Well, all of that just meshed perfectly together.
So the first year that they did it, they raised $4,300 and shaved his head. The next year, he raised $8,300.
This year, not only did we raise a heck of a lot more money, we decided that we would set some bigger goals, like $20,000.
Sean's like, so what would it take for you to shave your head? And I'm like, ha ha ha.
Donate live, you can go to extra-life.org.
Suddenly we had other friends jumping in and saying, if we help you get to $30,000, we'll all shave our heads. We'll shave the heads of our kids. And then I said, just as a joke, if you raise $45,000, I'll wax my back. Not a chance will they get that high.
This year we raised almost $46,000.
That was painful. Getting involved is the easiest thing possible. All you got to do is go to extra-life.org and sign up, pick a hospital, create a team, don't create a team, join a team, don't join a team. It doesn't matter. Tell people what you're doing, that you've pledged to play games to give back to a children's hospital. It was amazing how that community suddenly unfolds for you when you need it. And our community here wanting to help us help the hospital when we called for it. When we wrote Dominic's obit, we said in there, in lieu of flowers and gifts, please donate to the Alberta Children's Hospital through Extra Life. And boy, did they ever.
And those hospitals are able to use the funds to try and make the life of these children a little bit better. We have an amazing community here. Everyone rallied around. We ended up having Dominic's memorial service at the Esplanade in Medicine Hat. We had about 350 people there. We all started with our thumbs up. And then at the end, true to Dom, we had a dance party, which probably seems very odd to a lot of people. It was amazing to see 350 people crying, laughing, and dancing.
He inspired so many people, and I think it's important not to say that even in the past tense too much. He inspires so many people.
And now, the worst streamer on the internet, Battery H.
Okay, everyone, that was probably the saddest story you'll hear today. The story of one of my friends and his son and his wife and what they went through. And people say, why do you Extra Life? So it's that never has to happen again to kids. Not just cancer, but for so many things. We're going to be continuing to raise money. Like I said, another $20 today, and we will be doing a giveaway. So, folks, if you're out there, simply type !Extra Life if you want to find out how to donate. In my case, it's to Children's Hospital of New Orleans, near where I am at. And if you care instead to learn how to join yourself, you can go to my page and take a look and see what I'm doing, the things I'm doing. If you want ideas, or just go to www.extra-life.org. Sign up. It takes you about 10 minutes. That's absolutely free to sign up for the basic setup. Create your page. Takes just a couple of minutes. Pick a hospital. Tell your family and friends what you're doing. There's no requirement to stream. There's no requirement to even play video games. I know people that play board games or card games. Some people that decided that they were going to play 24 sessions of 1 hour each of Yahtzee to raise money. So don't think you're stuck into any one particular path for doing what you need to do. Okay, so we're going to look for some nice, that's a 10-hour trip. That's a 21-hour trip. That's probably a bit too long. Ah, man, if we could get up the page or something like that, that'd be wonderful. Oxnard's a nice long haul. Furniture, tableware, computers. Let's see if we got anything good here, man. Nothing. Let's see what they got from go back to where we came from, right? I hate to do that. Let's take a look at external contracts real quick here. Okay, Phoenix Freight. Okay, it apparently has me in the Phoenix Freight area, so that's what I'm getting is all stuff from the, holy smokes. This stuff from the airport. Wood shavings, office supplies, yogurts, clothes. That is a rough trip. Sawdust panels to Fresno. That's interesting. Or car parts to San Francisco. You know what? Let's take some car parts to San Francisco. What y'all think? We'll drive over there, then I'll switch back stuff up again. Again, thanks to Martin once again for donating today. I gotta get the parking brake off already. Nice thing about midnight is there's almost no one on the roads. There's a plane taking off from the airport there, see? And away back we go. Didn't think I would ever get to the point where I would speed. On an Arizona highway. Red light, schmed light. One day I'm gonna take and make that loop around there. But as you can see, we do have a lot of truck traffic. And a lot of traffic is okay. Big old jet engine spooling up. Phoenix Freight and Transport Corporation. All right. And we are going to take car parts to San Francisco. This is a nice long job. I'm hoping to see how far we can get with it before Mrs. Battery comes in and demands I stop. Interesting pickup. Hey, Jimmy. Yeah, oh, look at your watch. Yes, I know. Well, you know, maybe if you'd been a little more diligent unloading these boxes over here on the pallet, and got them out of here, we could make this work. such a nice little drive through the environs of the freight areas near the airport. Well, what are you doing there, Jimmy? Could have probably dove out there, but... It's 1 in the morning. Why is there traffic on this road? Oh, you scumbag. Hours, 19 minutes. Well, we'll get 10 or so hours down the road, have a little sleep, and then crush the rest of this. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do that. I'm sorry, folks. I meant to bump that up for you. There we go. There we go. Ah, look, the city lights of Phoenix. Now, why does it have me doing that? I mean, really, of all things, why does it have me doing that? Aha. So there is no, okay, I haven't hit that area yet. Well, that's okay. I can take that along then. Rolling right along, ladies and gentlemen, rolling right along. Still 25. Means with a 10-hour layover, I've got about 4 extra hours to spare, but light up here. Hey, Mr. Policeman. I'll bet I can drive faster than 25. Finally get out of town. 40 seems like a luxury speed. Okay. Nice to see they've got the arrows. They finally got the arrows on the red lights there. Cool. Let's get the show on the road, shall we? Westbound and down. Loaded up and trucking. We've got car parts to get to a dealership. Mufflers and brakes. Airbags to replace the faulty ones, you know, the important stuff. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. Oh, look at the lights. But we don't have a way station here. Okay, why I just got over there, I don't know, but... Not thinking here, getting in my Euro truck simulator mode where you almost have to get in the left lane when you come to an interchange sometimes. where a steering wheel would be much easier and more comfortable. Chitter chatter unfortunately has gone off of the stream for those of you watching later. I was hoping we might be able to hit the Golden Gate by dawn-ish. Okay, we have a very long way to go, so I'm just going to kind of sit back here, keep an eye on chat, and steer this bad boy through the night. I get 2 rocks because those U-Haul trailers will get you. Yep, that's for Allie. No way, no way. It's not specifically a way station, so okay, cool. Are you kidding me? You're going to get in front of me and turn. Almost a little too fast there. Sun's coming up over the mountains. Outstanding, people, outstanding. 6 a.m. Okay, so we're that's what I think we're gonna do instead there. Adds a couple minutes to the trip. Don't care. Want to get that little chunk kicked off. It's over near the Walbert. And then it's pretty much 5 all the way into Oakland, across the bridge, do the doop-de-loop, and then up to the car dealership there, where we'll be able to sleep again if we have to. We'll probably need to get some gas before that. Thinking once we get on 5 up here past this way station, where I'm sure we'll be asked to pull in, we can get gas, sleep, and then finish off the journey. Coming up on our release point here. Oh, shit. Ah, crap. Well, that's not good. No damage to the cargo, thank God. I don't know how, but no damage to the cargo. Considering it's fragile car parts, we appreciate that not being damaged to the cargo. Okay, Here we go. Up 5. Tad slower than the speed limit. Here we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, up through the tunnel. It's a pretty tunnel here, though. I'll give it that. Bakersfield and Oxnard in the Alien Fields. Half a tank. I think my next mod is probably going to be to start getting some real world signage and stuff in there. Gonna take these one at a time. There's the police car. No way. No way. No way. No way. Say it with me. No way. No way. No way. Hold on. You did not say it with me, folks. You did not say it with me. It did not work. This is how Allie Knight feels. She has to stop and grr. Arg. We are so light it isn't funny. Okay. So we're about 4 hours to our next rest stop, so I think we're gonna pull it in here. Do that. mentioned it's a good idea to fill up the tank. There we go. Oh, look, even a little. Because Billy Bob here is going to cut right in front of me no matter what I do, right? Always watch your mirrors, people. And here comes James and the family stone. Let's try to get this bad boy into a parking lot before they do anything dumber. Okay, let's get our rest in here. It's 10:27. I think I'm going to try and finish the delivery here. We got about 5 hours. My wife may come in and demand my release, but we're going to give it a shot here. So it is 8 p.m. almost. And apparently those crops still need spraying at this hour. He doesn't have any instrumentation in that biplane, so he better get it in before nightfall or he's going to be in deep trouble. You know, they could do dawn patrol. You never saw him doing dusk patrol for a reason. Okay, 5 hours, 15 minutes to go. Let's hit this. And see if we can't get those car parts back to the people who need them so desperately so. There's Mr. Policeman. It's 8:30 and he's looking for me. You're not gonna find me. Yep, I drifted over. Drifting over. Sadly, we don't have enough money yet to buy our own garage so we can get some other drivers working for us. Gonna need another driver before I can justify buying another truck. Gonna need a garage to put that second truck in. I guess doing San Francisco at night is probably going to be a bit saner. Actually, we're going to get off here at Oxford, I believe. Oakland and San Francisco, half a mile. The 580 spur. And we're gonna keep on rolling through here. A little under 2 hours to go as we come up on the Golden Gate Bridge. I believe this is the Bay Bridge. We don't have any e-tolls. That's another aspect that maybe they ought to consider invigorating into the game. Alright, I have got the dirty look from the missus, so I've got to hustle this thing up here. Massive suspension bridge. fun little twists and turns that cause me so much heartache. Going to be on my left, so alrighty, slow rolling, slow rolling. Dang it, it isn't on the left, it is on the right. And then I gotta make that turn and probably have to park it in a really dumbass spot. So we're gonna see where that'll get me. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Because of the missus, we're probably just going to take the easy parking place on this one. We'll see where they're at. We'll see where they're at real quick here. Yeah, we're just going to take the easy parking spot. Because the missus is kind of giving me dirty looks saying, when are you coming and finishing this thing up? She graciously lets me do this stuff as much as I do it, so I try to be kind of prompt with her. gentlemen, I think that's where we're going to park her for tonight. And we did get a good way through level 10 with that long run to San Francisco. So we're there with the car parts right in front of Voltstron Motors. Thank you all so very much for coming out. Very special thanks to Martin Lingskog for his $15 donation. We're to 630 in Extra Life. We've got a bunch more days to go, but only 68 days and a lot of change till November 5th when we're doing our 25-hour marathon. Trying to hit 1337 by that. We hit 650. We will give away another game. I'll be back tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 7:30 in the evening, that's right. With Monday Madness, we're going to be playing Gas Guzzlers Extreme, where I get to put on my best Arnold voice and shoot up other cars as we drive through various wastelands. Then starting Tuesday through Friday of this week, we have Fallout 4, the Nuka World DLC. I'll be playing that. And we'll see if we can team up with some raiders and rain havoc down on everybody. And of course, Saturday is our very special quarterthon, at least 6 hours of gameplay for Dominic Strong and for my friend Dominic Rooney, who passed away. It'll be the 1-year anniversary of his death, and raising money on behalf of Sean and Trish Rooney. So I hope you all come out for that and maybe give a donation to him. Instead of me that day, we're going to do that just for him. And then, of course, 1 week from today, Sunday morning, 8:30, we'll be back with Sunday Morning Drive and Extra Life Freight. I hope to see you all then. Until next time, everybody, have a great day.
If you've enjoyed the stream, despite the awful host, please consider a donation to Extra Life. Thank you for watching.